What's up, guys? Just doing a little demo here. It's been a nasty crappy day all day long. Huge wind gusts, pouring rain. I mean 50 or 60 mile an hour wind gusts. I had a tree come down, about a 40-foot tree. Luckily it never hit the house or anything, kind of fell through the backyard. But when it's nasty like this during the day, as long as it's not like a severe storm, like right now it's finally dying down. It's a little, more tame. Wind died down quite a bit, and it's pretty much dropped to a steady drizzle. I like to come outside and do some testing. Fire starting for the most part. Occasionally I'll do something else like what you're seeing right now, and this is just testing a can stove. I'm trying to figure out a really good stove system because eventually I want to start doing some longer hikes and stuff like that. I want to have a little kit in my bag, not only just in case I get lost, which I don't ever plan on getting lost, but more so just for the novelty of it, just to stop and be able to cook up a warm lunch or something. But anyway, this is a beer can stove kit, which I got from Smokeeater908. He does these really professional kind of stoves, and I'll show you the layout inside when I have better lighting. But right now I'm just kind of tinkering around with it in the rain to see if it works, and it works just fine. It actually works great. I'm testing it right now with some 91% alcohol, which I got from, well, it's just clear liquid. I don't know why I'm even showing it to you. But anyway, I got that from my local pharmacy. It's more expensive than 70% alcohol I've been using, but seems to burn cleaner. So it's worth the extra $1 or whatever. It's really not much at all. But I'm just boiling some water here. It's just regular tap water. But it's not quite at a boil yet. Ooh, it's getting really hot though. It's getting there. But anyway, just tinkering around, playing around with the stove outside. It's nice to practice these things and hone in your skills. So I just want to show you this real quick. You can see the burner there. Nice steady burn on that. And this system is a little bit unique. I mean, you can of course check out his channel. He has all kinds of videos on his stoves and stuff. Really cool little system though. It's like a piece of billet aluminum that's milled out. And it's got a little brass fitting in there that has a line connected to it, a rubber hose that goes right to your fuel source, which is here. Hopefully you can see that. Just a little squirrel cage to raise up your stove, which everything packs away in. And it fits perfectly on the rim of the can there. Just a great little kit. I mean, I like it. Something I don't like about it is the whole thing's kind of self-contained, only the lid has no way to attach to your kit. So I just find I put rubber bands on it, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have some kind of a clasp or something. But just experimenting with all different types of kits. Just wanted to show this. I realized I never did a review on it, so this is kind of a review, I guess. I like he just did a simple cord wrap on here. This is so obviously you don't grab the metal can. Just really easy. I mean, I can handle it with my hands. It's almost at a boiling point now, but I can easily remove it from the burner if I need to. But it's a cool little kit. I like it a lot. It's been working out great. And like I said, I never tried this in a rainy situation, and there is water splashing around and stuff like that, and it's not affecting that burner whatsoever. It's actually pretty cool. I like the kit. It's more complicated than a lot of alcohol stoves you just pack away. For the most part, these can kits are, you build a can and you bring some fuel and that's it. You squirt some fuel in there and there you go. Some of them are more, more than that, more to it. Like this one, I have to say, if you're in the right conditions, this is a better setup for long-term use. But in a quote-unquote survival situation, I think it's a hindrance because it's a little bit more complicated. And there's a little bit more to it. But anyway, so far so good though. Just like I said, tinkering around the backyard here. So that's it. I'm just boiling water. I'm not even going to use this for anything. I'm not making tea or anything like that. I'm just playing around and see how long it's going to take to do this, because I'm trying to compare it to some other stoves that I have, some handmade stoves, and see what's better. Basically, the kit's self-contained in here, except for your alcohol or fuel. In this case, I'm using 91% alcohol. I will do a video in the future comparing 91% to 70%, which is the two most commonly found ones, at least in my area. I got these at a pharmacy. Both are pretty cheap, but the 70% is a much bigger bottle and for less money. So I want to see if it's going to be somewhere near as effective as a 91. Of course, if you're going to throw something in your pack, you'd want the best possible fuel ever. You don't want to cheap out. Just get, whatever you got to get. You're talking the difference of like 50 or 60 cents. But for me, playing around in the backyard and stuff, I want to see if I can get away with something cheaper. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So the kit consists of this overall can. The one hint I will make on this kit is I wish there was some kind of a clasp or something that keeps this lid securely to the kit. Alright, so when it's in my bag, it's not going to flop out or anything because it's so, you know, easily removable. It doesn't click in or anything, it just kind of rests on top there. So if it is in the pack, moving around a little bit, it'll bump off. Not a huge deal, except for that the inside falls out. Even then, not really a big deal. I'm more concerned with the fact that this is thin aluminum, and once it does fall out in the pack, if that's the case, it can easily bend, and then obviously won't be very effective for its intended purpose. Sure, I can throw a rubber band on there, and that's what I actually do. Well, I have done. I won't make it sound like I do it all the time, but I've carried this twice in a pack, doing a little bit of a hike, and I mean, nothing crazy. I'm talking 3 miles, you know, in a local trail. So my life didn't depend on it, but just trying to get used to carrying gear and carrying the weight in there and practicing stuff out in the open. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. It's just throwing a rubber band on there, but I prefer something more secure. So anyway, this is our little cooking vessel. There's some twine around the outside here, so obviously when it gets nice and hot, because it is metal, you have something to grab it with. Of course, if it still gets too hot, you can use 2 sticks or something. But anyway, on the inside we have a little cooking cage thing, which is going to be our burner is going to be on the bottom of that, and this, by no coincidence, it's not by mistake, but this can fits perfectly on the top here, so it'll hold it nice and steady. There is a cutout here, which allows the your fuel line to poke through, so you don't have to fish it through or anything like that. So besides that, the inner can holds these 3 pieces. Basically, we have our hose for our fuel line. We have the replacement cap for our fuel bottle. Okay, this will screw right onto the cap. And we have our burner, which is really nice machined aluminum. So basically what you're going to do is when I go outside, I don't need this. I'm going to set up my burner just like that. Put the cage over top, the little cutout right where the line goes through. Just like that on my table. Replace this cap, you know, for the fuel with this one. Okay, turn the whole thing upside down, rest it on the table, and basically it's going to, you know, flow through this this tubing. When it gets into the burner, the fumes are going to rise up, and that's what's going to be lit. Of course, you could start this with a couple sparks. If you had a ferrocerium rod, that's fine. It works just fine. But for, you know, the intended purpose here, I'm just going to use a lighter just to make my life simple and just get this rolling. So that's basically what I'm going to do. And I have an empty bottle of water here, which I put just some tap water in. And I'll basically fill up my cooking vessel with this, and you know, that's what I'm gonna do. Pour it right in.